get a bottle of water back there, and all of a sudden something like dripped. All I had to do was go like that, you know, get water from heaven. How's everybody doing? Thank you. Thanks for coming. We've been here on numerous occasions with our full band, and so tonight it's kind of like a pared down little show for you, but I think you're going to enjoy it. We're going to have a great time just singing songs and doing the history of Richie Furay, what history there is of it. But you know, it covers some ground. I was just thinking, we were up in Hartford 2 nights ago, and I don't want to repeat the same story if anybody was up there or over in Katona last night, but it was a place that I'm still just dwelling on it because it just changed my... Hartford, Connecticut changed my life. It did. It did. Now you're all really... Yeah, I know you're on the edge of your seat now. You want to know how in the world did Hartford, Connecticut change your life? Well, I'll tell you. I was in a group in New York called the Go-Go Singers. Anybody have that album? But anyway, when that group broke up, we were made up of little pockets. I had a group that I went to college with that was a part of this it was like a New Christy Minstrel, Serendipity Singer, Back Porch Majority type band. And so it was made up of a little group that I went to college with, me and 2 other guys, and then there was a group called the Bass Singers, and then Stephen Stills was in the band, and a girl, Kathy King. And when the group broke up, the one group took Stephen along as a lead singer and went all the way across Canada to California. And they left the rest of us in New York. And I mean, that was fine. That was fine. But all of a sudden I got hungry. And I had no money. And so I had a cousin who was an executive up at Pratt & Whitney Aircraft in East Hartford, Connecticut. My life was about to change. He asked me if I wanted to, if I'd be there for the gold watch and all, 25 years, and I assured him that, yeah, that was the plan, That was the plan until a friend of mine who lived across the street from me on Thompson Street in New York, his name is Graham Parsons. And he came up to visit me I was living with a family up in Wilbraham, Massachusetts. And he brought a record up. It was the Byrds' first record. And it was like, I said, oh my goodness sakes alive, I've never heard anything like this. I've got to get out of here and get back to music. And so what I did was I said, I got to get a hold of Stephen. We'd become friends, and I got to just find out what he's doing out in California. And so the only address that I had was for his dad, who was in El Salvador. And he was in imports, and I just sent him a letter, this way before cell phones or email and computers and all that. So I sent him a letter, and then I waited patiently, to hear back from him. Did you get the letter off to Stephen? And all of a sudden the letter came back. That's what I said. Oh. Not enough postage. Come on, man. Can you believe it? So I put some more postage on and sent it back, and then Stephen called me up. The letter got to him, and he said, hey, I got a band together in California. All I need is another singer. Come on out. And I said, I'll be there as soon as I get my bags packed. And I was gung-ho and ready to go. And of course, when I got out to California, the band was me and Steve. That was it. And there's more to that story, but I'm not going to go into that. But anyway, there's where Hartford, Connecticut, changed my life. Right there at Pratt & Whitney Aircraft, Oh my goodness. How you doing? All right, sing this with me. Well, there's just a little bit of magic in the country music we're singing. So let's begin. We're bringing you back down home where the folks are happy, sitting, picking, and a grinning casually. day. Think it over, 'cause we'll all be going home so soon. Well, there's just a little bit of magic in the country music we're singing, so let's begin. We're bringing you back down home where the folks are happy, sitting, picking and a grinning. Casually, you and me will pick up the pieces on. Well, if I had the time to stay, would you sit yourself down to play country music, singing songs that we both do? Well, Lord, I pray that the day will come when both of us will sit down and strum on our guitars. And you see, I really am a lot like you. Well, there's just a little bit of magic in the country music we're singing, so let's begin. We're bringing you back down home where the folks are happy, sitting, picking and a grinning. Casually, you and me will pick up the pieces on. Woo! Oh my, you know, it has been a journey. Sometimes when I think back on it, or when I'm reminded of something that somebody else has this vision, or they knew something that happened way back when, and I said, do you remember that? And it's like,